Hello, Stream.
Hello, Stream.
Hi, Stream. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 39th hour. Oh,
Yes, sorry, yes. Oh, knackered.
Yeah.
No,
just a reminder, this is a relaxed performance, which means that like we stay like this.
Yes.
There's no sudden or loud noises, but there might
So
be
when it ends,
music
it's
in the background. There's a relaxed attitude to movement and sound from the audience, for the benefit of those who can't sit still or silent for an hour. If you need a break, then feel free just to head outside. There's some chairs there, and you can come back in any time in the hour that you want. My name's Chloe, I'm the SM. If you need any help, then I'm just over that corner. Give me a wave. But now I will hand over to Chris, who is our GM for the hour.
Hello. It's our 40th hour. We just worked it out.
Oh, is that a foot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
It's all right. Maths is not our strong point. Ironic in playing tabletop role-playing games. Right. Good thing we use dice. Right. Yes. Hello. Hello. My name's Chris. I will be your games master for the next hour. And tomorrow for a couple hours too. So, Adventurers Wanted. Let me tell you about tabletop role-playing games. Very simply, we're trying to tell a story. And in telling this story, I am moving the plot forward, being the world, being all the characters, and the players to my left and to my right are characters within this world who can decide what they do and how they interact with it and what happens next. We then use dice rolls with various different dice to determine how well they achieve that. And from then, a story is rung. Adventurers Wanted is a fully written campaign that we have designed. In essence, we are on a mystical world, mystical plane called Havmar. Havmar is unlike anywhere that this crew have ever experienced. They were transported there by magic that was completely out of their control, while trying to run away from an elder god that was trying to destroy the world. In doing so, they have arrived in a place full of pirates, archipelagos of islands, big fungal zombies. It's been really delightful so far. Let's see how it goes from there. At this moment, the crew are trying to free the mythical pirate haven of Libertalia from the influence of devils who we think probably set it up and made it an awful death trap for pirates in the first place. So on a certain level, we're just trying to stop Libertalia from existing, I think. Is that fair? Yeah? I think so.
On every level.
On every level. Good, good. At this point, the party is currently in mid-combat with Arthanzar. Arthanzar is the devil in charge of this island. He has just taken a lot of damage from being grazed in the groin by the warhammer of our illustrious paladin over here.
As he dangles from his leg.
One of the party just did a proper heel turn and decided to take the demon up on his offer of whatever he wants in return for his soul. So I now have an NPC to play. Excellent. And
It covered the floor in pigs.
through the magical, mystical teleportation that the ship used, which still has residual effects, we are now joined by Nomi over here in the corner. Simon, do you want to introduce yourself, your character, and say a bit about him?
Yes, my name is Simon. I'm playing a character called Nomi Watts. He's a gnome, and he's a fighter. He's kick-ass. He's got a whip and a rapier and a short bow, and he's ready to chew gum and take names.
How very Castlevania.
Absolutely.
Who are you?
I am Beda Bloodoath. I am a half-orc paladin. I serve a god of wilderness and nature and chaos. And I am very, very not happy with devils. They are like my least favourite thing in the entire world, apart from human bureaucrats. So yeah, he's a bit of a lone orc.
Sure.
And he's stoic.
Edward.
I am Edward. I'm playing a character called Gwendolyn Skull, who is also a bloke, despite a name that might suggest otherwise. I am a fighter half-elf with a, whenever he can, skull painted on his own face.
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
Yes, he is also the one who has run away and is now currently climbing up the outside
Well,
of the building as opposed to the
Let's
inside.
set the scene, shall
Sorry,
we?
right.
That's fine. At this point in time, Hog, who has taken the devil up on his offer of whatever he wants in return for his eternal soul, has just been granted all of the pigs.
All of the pigs.
All of the pigs. We're in a bell tower in the middle of an island that is currently full of pigs.
Full of pigs.
Full of pigs.
He is in hog heaven.
He's in hog heaven. There we go. Splendid. Splendid. Yes. is standing in the midst of all of these and has suddenly realised that his eternal soul being in exchange for a lot of pigs may not be a great deal, since he now has no control over his own limbs or actions, as Arthanzar takes control of this poor halfling rogue. Oh, how little we knew ye.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn Skull, ship's master, is currently climbing up the outside of the bell tower for reasons as yet undiscovered.
Okay.
And halfway up the bell tower, no, a bit more, 40 feet up the bell tower, Arthanzar, this demon that we're facing, is hanging in mid-air. He was just grazed in the groin by a warhammer that then did a huge amount of radiant damage to him. Off his foot is hanging Beda. On the wooden plank in front of them that crosses the bell tower is a Vosu. I think you've met Trip, Mitty, haven't you?
No.
Trip is a pirate captain who's made friends with the crew. She's a Vosu, fox woman, foxy lady. And the fork, two-pronged trident that Arthanzar was wielding is currently sticking her hand to the wood. She's not holding on so much as trying really hard not to scream constantly because she's been pierced through the hand in a really awful way.
All right.
Her friend Dea, who he came to this island to find, it turns out save, is standing on this wooden bar as well. On the other side of this wooden bar, this teleportation energy comes into effect, and there stands Nomi Watts.
Wow! Appeared again. Ready.
You were always ready.
Oh,
what were you doing on the ship
Born
before you
ready,
turned up?
Just waiting.
I knew the energy was going to come.
I could smell it, and I just thought, it's happening again. Be ready. Here we go.
So you are fully armed, fully armoured, combat pose, ready to go. You're standing on a wooden bar 40 feet up from the ground. Your home territory, I feel, more than anything else. Nomi, what's your AC, buddy?
14.
Thank you. And what is your dex score, please?
16.
16, thank you. Right. Well, it's Arthanzar's turn first. Arthanzar, at this horrific pain coursing through him and being smacked in the face by his own fork, let go, is going to angrily try and kick off Beda. Can you roll a... No, it's going to be for you. Dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm holding on to him with my arms.
Then what? Contested grapple if you like.
I'll do a contested grapple, sure.
Fine. Sure, contested grapple it is.
13.
19.
That's fine.
With a solid boot,
That's fine.
you are knocked from the foot. Make a dexterity saving throw.
2.
You fall 40 feet straight down, taking 16 points of bludgeoning damage as you hammer into the floor with a meteoric thud.
Blood!
How does it feel?
He lands.
Worth it!
Absolutely.
That's one of his attacks. Arthanzar turns to look at the two of you on the wooden plank and hisses, grabs hold of the fork and tries to pull it out of the wood. Oh, rolls a natural, critical 20. He rolls 20 and pulls it out, and Trip, with a howl, falls.
Yeah, I know, I can. True.
She rolls a 15 on her dexterity saving throw, so she manages, as she falls, to grab hold of another piece of wood as she goes, only taking 7 points of damage. Not too bad. So, Trip is all right. Bit bloodied.
Does she land beside me?
No, she's still 20 foot up.
Oh,
What?
cool. Yeah.
She only fell 20 feet.
Oh,
She managed to hang on to some wood on the way.
Oh,
She
fine.
only fell 20 feet. Nomi, you're still there. Dea is still there. Arthanzar is standing right there, holding this fork of energy. What would you like to do?
How big is Arthanzar?
It's normal human size.
Normal human size.
Puny.
How far away is he from me?
He is currently flying roughly 10 feet away from you. He's
Okay.
on about the same level as you, and he is looking at the two of you, holding this sort of spear-like device with a certain intensity.
Okay, so
10 feet above you is the bell.
has anyone rung the bell?
The bell was ringing, and that's what made the illusion of this Libertalia come into effect. But
Okay.
at the moment, it has stopped ringing, and the illusion has dropped.
So we know the bell has no effect on him.
Not to our knowledge, no.
Okay. So I'm gonna jump straight in, short bow, and action surge. So that's 2 arrows, right?
Yes.
Here
Hang
we
on.
go.
No,
No?
it's 4 arrows.
4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
You're
I'm.
about to attack.
Oh my word.
Bows aren't loading.
working.
Okay, 4
Short
arrows.
bow, not a long, not a. Yeah.
Not crossbow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crossbow, sorry. Yeah.
So this is.
Proper
So-
Legolas.
Oh,
Yeah, 4 at once.
you want to do 4 at once?
Yeah, that's what he does.
Oh,
He gets
boss,
his
4 at
fingers.
once. I will say, if you do 4 at once, well, I'll have at least 1 disadvantage roll on it because 4 together is quite a difficult shot.
I'm gonna. The rule of cool.
The rule of cool means he's not getting disadvantage on all of them. Have you ever tried shooting 2 arrows with 1? No.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
Yeah,
pretty much impossible.
Oh, we can fire them.
I'm going to
Yeah,
roll.
where they go is completely
I'm gonna go.
Roll.
This is the first 3.
No, roll all 4 attacks and then roll 1 disadvantage,
Gotcha.
and that'll take out the highest number, if that's okay.
Okay, can you
Cool.
keep?
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Can you keep track of these then? This is so 15.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
22. The one more is 19.
Okay. So,
And
what were,
then-
what were the, all 5 of those numbers?
It was 1,
22.
22, 15,
Mm-hmm.
19.
19.
Right, the 22 will cross off, and the 1 will cross off, so that's 1 missed, but 3 of them hit.
Great. And then
So roll 3 for the damage 3 times.
what about the disadvantage? Is
Oh, that was part of it.
that was part of it. Great.
Yep.
Damage.
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 D6.
Hell damage.
Haha. So it's 1d6 per shot.
So that's 3d6 plus 3 times your modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go. Come on, you devil.
Oh!
Okay, so 6, 13, 19,
Fucking hell, guys.
20.
22.
22.
With a short bow against a demon. Yes!
Right?
Nice.
That's how we
nice.
roll.
Yeah,
That's how we roll.
That's how we roll, baby. That's how we
How we
roll.
roll.
Shadoom, shadoom, shadoom. 3 arrows in one streak. All 3 just hit him, and he drops 10 feet. He is not looking good at all. He is looking very bad. 20, 23?
22.
22. At which point, he, seeing all this around him, is suddenly realizes how precarious his position is. And he uses a legendary action to beat his wings again and flies straight up and tries to dodge around the bell. And manages to. He dodges around the bell and is now out of your sight.
Oh. Coward!
says a gnome.
A gnome that has just done more damage in one go than you have achieved in 2 hours.
I was bigging up the gnome.
Actually, I say,
it, sorry.
hang on. I say it goes out of all of your. It goes out of all. You can't see him anymore. That's not true for all of you.
Oh yeah.
Hanging on the outside, you're about how far up were you? About 25 feet up? Yes, there's another 25 feet to go.
Yeah.
Out of the top of the bell tower suddenly bursts Arthansar, just flying out the top, and he's now sort of he's circling around the top of the bell tower. He's a bit too injured to fly very fast. He's going to perch on the top of the bell tower.
Gee. Right. Okay. Has he seen me? No. Is it me to go?
It is indeed you to go, yes.
Can I try and do a sneak attack on him?
No, you're not a rogue.
Pish.
I mean, you could certainly try, but I wouldn't allow it because
Fine.
you're not a rogue.
That does make sense. So just sneaking up on him is not. It doesn't infer a bonus.
You could certainly try and hide, and in trying to hide, he would not be able to see you. That's what the word means.
Thank you. So what I mean is that all of that sneak attack stuff is just simply rogues.
Just rogues,
Cool,
but
cool,
if you hide and make your because to make your way up the entirety would take an action anyway.
Got
So you could make your way up and try and hide from him as part of that climbing process. Absolutely.
Yes, I think I will do that.
Okay.
Do I need to
Make
roll?
a
Yes.
strength athletics roll first. See how well you climb.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, 14.
Okay. I mean, you make it up 20 feet. This going gets a bit harder. There's less outcroppings to
Yeah.
swing from. He's
Yeah.
climbing sort of piratically, sort of swinging from one to the other because he's not really big on the
Yeah, the
climbing up.
actual
swinging from ropes. You know.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So you are making your way up in that fashion. as you continue to make your way up, you are now within about 10 feet of him. Make your stealth roll to try not to be seen. 9. Yeah, he's aware that you're there. He doesn't say anything. He's currently a bit winded, but he's aware that you're there, and you know that you were there. I just realised you landed on pigs, didn't you?
You did.
Right. Sure. Would that have done less bludgeoning damage?
This is going to be a use of the elusive D12, I think. No, you fell in between two pigs.
They're sniffing you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're currently being snuffled for truffles.
As we remember from
Breeder
what's it called?
giggles.
As we remember
Breeder
from
giggles.
Snatch, always be very wary of a pig farm.
Yeah, it's true.
It's very true.
That is true.
You take 4 points of psychic damage.
Me?
No, I'm kidding.
Jesus.
Be careful with out-of-universe
Ed,
mentions.
Ed specifically.
Ed
takes 4
takes 4
points.
points of psychic damage. Right. At which point, Trip is going to try and keep climbing up and deal with Arthanzar. She is not happy. Rolls a critical success and just flips up the tower with the most wonderful acrobatics we've ever seen and flips up around the bell, shouting, "Come, quickly, he is injured." Dia looks up at her, looks down at how high up she is, makes an athletics check, and very slowly starts to just keep trying to climb up. She only makes about 10 feet up. She's at the same level as the bell, but not quite making it all the way up yet. Beta, it's now your turn. What would you like to do?
Standing up is a bonus action or an action?
Standing up is not an action. Standing up is for half of your movement.
Half of my movement.
Yes.
Okay, I stand up to get out of snuffle range. But before I do that, I use my action to grab my own shoulders and lay on hands.
How much do you heal yourself for?
I can restore a total number of hit points equal to my paladin level 5 times 5, which is 25. So I can restore up to 25 points to myself, which would take me well back up to my maximum.
Would you want to heal yourself up to your maximum, and then how many have you got left after that?
Math.
Maths. I'm not American.
You're not American.
48. About 7.
Okay, so you've still
I have
got...
exactly 7. Sorry, that's the correct. Not about 7. 7.
You have 7 left over from laying 25 points.
That's not 25. That's 18. So you have 7 hit points of healing remaining that you can use to heal other people if you need.
Yeah.
Keep a button on that because that might come in useful. Right, that is an action. So and you've used half your movement. You could use the other half to get up to a wall, but you can't start climbing it yet.
I had an idea for a bonus action, but I forgot what it was. He's going to... Oh, that was it. He's going to cast Branding Smite on himself.
To... What does it do?
Next time I hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, which is concentration up to a minute, might not get to him in time, I gain an extra 2d6 radiant damage.
Oh, that's going to happen.
And now my Warhammer
Glows.
sheds light.
Glows like the sun.
Glows like the
Glows like the sun.
glows like the setting sun on a dark, deep horizon.
Nice flavour. Love it. Very nice.
I gotta
Tasty,
remember what
tasty
that
flavour.
does.
Tasty. Right.
More about the flavour, man.
Nomi, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
I still can't see the devil.
You would have to continue climbing to get up to him. You're only 10 feet away from the bell and from that part of the tower, so you could probably get up there relatively quickly, considering your dexterity.
I climb to the bell.
Roll me either athletics or acrobatics, I don't mind.
It's going to be acrobatics.
Do it.
14.
14. You manage, as part of your movement, to flip up onto small pieces. It's very parkour-y. It's pretty fucking cool. And you just swing around the inside thing of the bell, what's it called, the clapper of the bell, and sort of roll it around and manage to get up into that part of the belfry. The bell hangs openly, so it is open to the sides. You can't see Arthanzar at the moment. You can see Trip, who is, much like yourself, used her movement to get very, very high up into the tower. You still have an action.
Can I see these guys?
No, you can see over the top where he is, because he's quite big. He's got big wings, but they're inside with the bell.
And I'm concentrating on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to ring the bell.
You're going to ring the bell.
Is that going to summon another devil?
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you.
you
Who
will-
knows?
Maybe I shouldn't.
But I was
ring the
hoping
bell.
that you would do that.
No. To be honest, like
Hang
you
on,
said it.
hang on. How do you ring this very heavy bell?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually on the
You're on the clapper still.
clapper.
Yeah.
So I just want to swing back and forth and then, like, try and let go and land somewhere whilst, throwing the clapper into the side of the bell.
Right, make a strength check for me.
Ooh, +0.
Sorry, dude.
Okay,
It's heavy.
You've got this.
Oh God, Jeremy.
that's a 3.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
This is more important.
8, 9, 10.
10. You, as you're swinging on the clapper, as that half of that movement going up, instead of continuing around, you stay on the clapper and try and swing it into the bell try and get that sort of lovely, I'm going to make a lovely bong noise and see
Okay.
what happens. Instead, what happens is that you try to swing it in and let go and swing it onto your own hand. So, thump, ow, fall backwards. You manage to reach out with a hand and grab on one-handed to a piece of wood, so you're now hanging underneath the bell.
Okay.
You're about 50 feet up into this tower now. You are hanging one-handed at this height, though, so it's a little bit precarious.
Okay, and I can't do anything else.
No, that is the end of your turn.
That went well.
It did not, but that's your prerogative.
I was looking up at it and I thought it looked damn cool.
I do this.
That's all you can ask for, really.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you can ask for, really, in this situation. We're in
Right?
so much
I'm not
trouble.
dead.
No, exactly.
That is true. You are not
That
dead.
is all you can basically go for.
Arthanzar's been using his turn to heal himself.
Oh, bugger.
Not for a lot, just a little. None of you can. As you know, you can see him. You can see him. He's touching his own body, and it's not so much this glowing healing energy you'd expect. It was more sort of dark and burny, but it is absolutely making him look more invigorated.
Right. Shame.
But he doesn't do anything else with his turn. Trip,
Yes.
looking up, sees that he's up there, and just goes for it. Acrobatics, leaps, uses her fox-like claws to grab onto the side, flips up, and uses her rapier to sort of again roll and stab and try and stab him as he stands there on the top.
That's so Trip.
And unfortunately rolled a 4. So
That's
it's
also
like,
so
if you
true.
can imagine, she goes ha ha, and the rapier just goes and bends in his bow and goes She does have more attacks, but she doesn't take them. It's more sort of I may have made an error. It's basically what's going on in her head right now. At which point Dea goes past you, boom, 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 trying to climb her way up into the bell tower. Oof. Do you say a little help?
Yeah.
Well, that saves that one. Can you roll a dex check? Just a straight dex check.
19, 20, 21.
Perfect. You, as she goes past, say little help. She ignores you, so you don't jump onto her back. At which point she manages to just about get up to the level of the bell, but it's too quiet. She looks at you. What are you doing?
Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Okay. Keeps trying to go.
I got this.
Gwendolyn, it is your turn.
Right, so I'm 10 foot away from him.
Aye.
He knows that I'm there, but he's just trying to heal himself, and also he's been distracted by Trip
Correct.
coming out. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to maul the bastard for 2 attacks.
You need to make an athletics check to climb up.
Fine.
You will then need to make an attack roll,
Yes.
and then we'll see what happens.
Natural 20.
Oh, perfect.
That's a good start. Yeah.
I mean, there's a sort of...
Advantage?
I'm doing it!
Sorry.
Rocks fall, you die.
That's what you get for asking.
That's what you get for asking for advantage. Good lord, man. With a strength born out of, I think, frustration.
Yes.
I think that's the
Yes.
word we'll use
That
here.
is what's
Frustration of a frustrating day,
Yes.
of going to find heaven and finding hell instead,
Yeah.
of all of this nonsense with not being able to hit anything.
I'm not going to be able to sleep with a foxy woman.
Yeah.
Well,
Whole thing.
maybe, but
It's
it's less on the
so-
cards than ever now. And, a tiefling to the people's elbow. It's been a really long day.
Really? I need something to boost my self-esteem.
With some vigour, with your maul in your hand
Yes.
already, you bang, use the maul to hit into it, bang, lever off it, and just flip up. With it's not an acrobatic flip, it is simply just brute force,
Yes.
making you flip over the top and making you do your first strike directly onto his head as you roll over with the maul.
Got you.
Make an attack roll with advantage. It's your first attack.
Thank you. Not too bad. Much worse. Okay, the first one was 18.
That hits.
Yes.
Roll for damage.
Okay. Where's the thing? It's D6.
Mhm.
So first is hang on, 8.
You hit for 8 points damage. You have a second attack. You can take it.
Oh, hang on. Also,
Sorry.
oh no, I didn't.
Didn't mean to preempt you.
No, that's fine. Yes, I rolled a 2 on the second damage dice for the maul, so I can re-roll that.
Please do.
That's better. So suddenly, the total is now 11.
Right, okay. That smacks resoundingly in the centre of his forehead. That was a
Great.
pretty resounding hit.
Yeah.
Polak sort of steps back a little bit and nearly falls off the roof and looks at you with a kind of...
Wasn't expecting that.
Wasn't expecting it at all. You have
Yeah.
a second strike. You're more than
I
welcome
will.
to take it.
I will. Critical fail. I'm
Make
so
a
upset about
dexterity saving
that.
throw.
Yep, I think so. Yeah. Oh, 7. Oh, God. The bad luck has returned in a one nasty little...
Oh, and I just rolled a natural 1 as well. So,
Oh, my God.
you flip over,
Yeah.
bomb in the forehead, he steps back.
Yeah.
You, leap forward with a diving hit to try and swing around.
Yeah.
He realises what you're doing, steps backward off the edge,
Oh, I see.
because he can fly.
Yes.
So you swing, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
It is just open air.
Yeah.
Trip tries to reach out and grab for you, but no, you have just leapt off a 50-foot building. That's just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally fair.
However, Arthansov
Tends to
didn't
happen
flap his
in this
wings. He just stepped off.
Wow.
So he has fallen. How do you want to turn? 60 feet straight down.
60 feet?
Yes, he just fell straight off. He forgot to flap his wings because he rolled a critical failure.
Yeah, I got you.
So he takes. Good thing this is halved. Thank
Cool.
you. A little bit of damage. He crumples on the floor. His wings have buffeted his descent somewhat, but he is now boom, boom, crashed into the ground down there.
Me, on the other hand.
You, on the other hand,
Does he fall on him?
Could I try and guide myself so that I fall on him? Will that mean less damage or will it mean more?
oh, I'm not sure. I'm so not sure. I'm going to roll a dice to decide whether I should do it or not. I'm not doing it. No, it'd be too hard to do. It's on that bar, like it wouldn't be almost impossible.
Yeah.
You take. Yeah, 17 points of damage and land with a resounding thunk on the ground.
Okay.
Also, you've twisted your ankle as you fell, so your speed is now halved.
Yeah, that's fine. 15. What was it? 17? Did you say?
17, and your speed is halved.
14. Yeah, okay, cool. That's fine.
They've already had their turns. Breeder, it's your turn. Breeder, sorry, it's your turn.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Most times.
Yeah.
So, do I hear anything from outside?
From outside.
Yeah.
Where are you at the moment?
I believe I'm in the centre of a room filled with pigs.
You are. That is
Healing
correct.
hands on yourself.
You are. You just played healing hands on yourself and are standing at the foot of a bell tower in a room full of pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're admiring your glowing hammer.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it now?
Through your mind rings the phrase, "Life is strange sometimes." What would you like to do?
Actually, Beda said, he's like, this is,
Part of the course.
this is exactly what this. I'm in my milieu. Like,
It is your
I
go.
do not know
What
the
would you
word
like
milieu,
to do?
but it's
Do you want
exactly
to listen,
chaos.
listen out for outside? What can
I
you
wonder
hear?
whether I'd heard the sound of a relatively large thing hitting the ground with quite a lot of force.
Make a perception check.
17.
Yes, you heard something fall from the roof with a sickening crunch.
So the last I saw, people were heading, and the devil were heading up. A devil were heading up the tower.
Correct.
My only assumption at that point, hearing something hitting the ground outside,
Mhm.
is that A, it is either my quarry or someone who's going to need some help.
Correct.
Both of which would drive me to go outside the building.
You can go outside the building with your movement. That's totally fine.
How far can I get? Could I get up to it? Or can I just make it out the door?
You make it out the door. Make a perception check.
3.
Something has fallen in the ground in front of you. You can't see what it is.
We are so blind. I've not been able to get a perception check this whole time. It's really infuriating.
There's a shape on the ground in front of you. You have barely any time to react.
Divine Sense.
What?
Your divine sense takes an action, doesn't it?
No.
It's always on.
Oh no, as an action.
It is an action. I thought it was. You've got like split-second reaction here. What do you do? Heal it or hit it? Heal it or hit it? What do you do? You've got to choose now, otherwise you do nothing. Do it. What are you going to do?
I use Divine Sense. I want to know.
You stop. You hold. Divine sense. You realise what order's on the ground in front of you. I don't even know. Is in fact Arthanzar lying on the ground in front of you. He's looking pretty bad, and you now know that he's there. And you have your warhammer at the ready, and it glows with this holy light.
Oh yeah.
And you are ready for action.
Awesome.
Damn right.
Arthanzar stands up, looks at you, looks and goes, "If I'm going back, I'm taking you with me." He's lost a lot of his veneer. Like, he was quite charming beforehand, it's gone now.
He was never charming to me.
No, he was charming to others. And he... He tries to hit you 3 times with his fiery spear, but they all bounce off you. Every single one of them.
Yes!
Yeah, there's some boss stylings. Yeah, there's some boss stylings. Totally, there's some boss stylings. I'm just
That's
annoyed.
amazing. That's amazing, man.
Ting, ting, ting. To say he looks demoralised is to put it exceptionally lightly. In which case, Nomi, you are currently hanging one hand under the bell in the bell tower.
No, I'm on a back.
Oh, you're on a back. I'm so sorry, you're on a back. My mistake. You are on the back of Dea. You can hold her action until Dea takes a go if you'd like. Or you could, I'm presuming that you've seen, make a perception roll.
Okay. Natural 1.
You are looking at the Arabi's back,
Yeah.
and it's a back.
I'm
It's a
holding-
rather pleasantly muscled back. If anything, it's quite an attractive back.
Toned.
I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, I've no idea what you're into. I'm sorry, no idea.
Oof, I don't know. Either Nomi, he swings everywhere, I guess.
He's a trisexual.
mostly
He
from
will
my
try anything once.
Everything once, and then he decides. If he likes.
Either way, it's a pleasant back, my friend. It's a pleasant
Well
back.
done.
All right.
It's totally arresting your attention.
I am. Yeah, I'll hold my turn
Totally fine.
so that we can get out.
Super. No problem at all. Gwendolyn. No, we'll do Trip first.
Yeah.
Trip, standing on top of the tower, looks down over the edge, ties a rope that she carries with her at all times, being piratical, to the top, and abseils down the side of the
yes.
building with superlative ease. Or not. Gets about halfway down for her, she's tied the rope too tight, and there's a way to go, whoop, and realises that she's hanging about 15 feet above the ground, and the rope is ended. And again, is the noise that you hear from her.
There seems to be a lot of that going on in
Yeah.
particular.
Dea, on the other hand, looking at this hole and looking at the demonic landscape around her, something very strange happens. You sense this, you get this firsthand because you're right there.
Yeah.
She suddenly starts to glow. As her skin starts to radiate energy, you realize that this energy is going to hurt you unless you let go. What would you like to do?
We're still inside the tower.
You are currently in the top where the bell has
Yeah.
openings to the sides, so letting go would have interesting side effects and consequences.
Can I? Yeah. Is there a platform I can see? I can just hop down onto.
At this point, you have a split-second reaction to, this is going to burn me, I take it or
I
I
let
leave
go.
it.
Okay. Well, I don't really want to get burned.
Is that your final answer?
But yeah, I let go.
Well done. Well done. That's
Make a
exactly
dexterity
right
saving
decision.
throw.
Dexterity. That's just 19.
19. Yeah, you let go, and once again, what you're hanging from
Nailed it.
is the clapper. And this time, because of the momentum of that, it swings in and bong.
Oh,
And
nice.
it gives us a little bit of a. That would have been better earlier. And the bell's just now
Now
ringing.
you ring.
And also, you take 4 sonic damage from being inside a bell as it's ringing.
That's going to be
not exactly very pleasant.
That's really going to hurt.
The bell ringing seems to have no magical effect at this point. It seems to be something he has to concentrate on, which he's not at the moment. Sure.
Great.
Who is currently outside? You're on. Actually, you've landed on the ground. Actually, make a perception check to see if you're currently compost mentis, if anything.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Natural 20. Why do I keep rolling them on things which don't matter?
You happen to land looking up at the tower. It's convenient, isn't it?
Yeah.
What you see is Dea glowing with divine light that's pouring out of every facial orifice.
Wow.
Mouth, nose, eyes. It's just, she's glowing. And with a howl, she leaps off the roof. Her only weapon is this tiny dagger.
Yeah.
And she's just going, down, 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 trying to land on Arthanzar and take him out. And rolls a critical success.
Yeah, come on.
Bring it.
I mean, the knife does 3 points of damage, but the radiant damage
This.
is 1.
Oh.
It's 5 plus her level.
We really need
Need
this
to
to
work
be
this
high.
out. 4. Oh, right. She lands on Arthanzar and suffers all the damage. Oh dear. Yeah, she takes quite a bit of damage from that. She's clearly hurt herself quite badly on top of him, and he is being burned by radiant energy. It's flowing through him, and he's clearly in a hell of a lot of pain, but she's pinning him and he can't move. He's not down yet, but oh so close.
Okay.
Gwendolyn, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Just twat him with the maul.
You need to get up first.
Right, I get up.
That's half your movement, so you have 15 feet of movement, and your movement is halved because you have broken your ankle.
Oh, shit,
So you
yeah.
have 7.5 feet of movement. He's currently 10 feet away.
Right.
What would you like to do?
Okay, I'll do the heavy crossbow thing then.
If you shoot a heavy crossbow at a prone thing,
Oh,
disadvantage
God.
on the attack,
Yeah.
and also it's currently being straddled and sort of landed on by
no,
someone.
I
There's
see.
every chance you'd hit her.
If I say that I jump, like not paying attention to my ankle to the extent that I will actually take damage for jumping off it, if you see what I mean, can I reach it? As in, like, I know I've got to destroy this guy, and so I'm not minding about my ankle.
I'll allow it for an attack with disadvantage.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I'm willing to do it.
So you hobble up, and with an
Yeah.
you jump off your broken ankle, taking 2 points of damage.
That's fine.
As you bring your maul down, aiming for his head.
Again. Roll it. Okay, that's 17.
It's just one strike, mate. It's just one. Oh,
No,
it's
I'm
disadvantage.
saying the
Sorry.
disadvantage. Oh, bollocks, 13.
Your maul comes down. The strike is true. Boom! His head is about a foot to the right. And you are lying down. You're prone on top of your maul next to this prone man with a prone woman on top of him, just thrashing and screaming, and the noise is unbearable, and it's all so awful. And Beda, it's your turn.
I see these 3 prone figures in front of me. I know which one I want to smash, and I bring my warhammer down on the devil
Make an attack roll. He's prone.
God, you said that.
He's prone, so with advantage.
with
Yep.
advantage.
Oh, this is perfect.
Come on. Natural 20.
Yes!
Bring it!
Before
I really want to say this line, so do allow me to. How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Beda has been stood there patiently, knowing his target. He sees. He looks at the devil. He licks his warhammer. And he brings it down, and as he does so, he casts Divine Smite on it as well.
For everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
5d8 plus 2d6 plus the modifier. Radiant.
That thing does not.
Hang on. We're doing this properly. Number 1, you licked something that was burning. It's radiant damage.
Radiant is not on fire.
What's
it's
your
radiant
alignment?
with my divine. Neutral tending towards chaotic good.
Okay, I'll allow that. Thin ice, my friend. Thin ice. Now, roll.
The best dice.
Now, roll every single dice you just said. I want to know exactly how much damage each does.
2d6 radiant for the
Do you
for
need
the
the D8?
branding smite, which is 6, but it's radiant, so that's 12.
Yep.
I've lost all of my. No, I haven't. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of this is the weapon roll, so I'll roll that now,
Yep.
which is doubled. They're doubled. Everything is doubled. 6.
12.
So 6 plus 3, 6, 12. Am I quadrupling? No, because it's not a roll. Yes, it's a roll.
It's a roll.
Fucking hell.
That's why I
Excuse
want to
me.
know what the total is.
1, 2, 4,
That's amazing.
10, 12. Doubled for it being radiant damage, 24. Doubled for it being a critical, 48.
Holy
60,
60?
63. 75 points of damage.
Wow. Take a bow. I hear that.
Yeah,
the bell.
from where you are,
Yeah.
exactly.
I
even
think-
through the ears, like your ears.
I
reach
think
from
the
bell.
plane of existence we left to come here. With an almighty, unbelievable strike, you impact his head. The resulting explosion of radiant energy doesn't do you any damage, or you any damage, because, what alignment are you?
Oh, Celtic neutral.
Epic.
No, I'm not going to be a dick about it.
I mean, you could take me down. Like I've only got 12 left. But
No,
it-
we're
yeah,
being ridiculous. It's not fair. So everyone, like the clock tower, literally crackles and oh god!
Oh god.
I just rolled a critical failure for the clock tower.
Yeah, you are in so much trouble. You are in so.
5. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's happening.
It's totally
Okay.
happening. It's totally happening.
There is the explosion knocks you asunder, knocks Daya asunder, knocks Trip asunder. Not even there. Where is Trip right now? Oh, Trip's hanging halfway down the clock
Hanging
tower.
halfway down it, 15
All
foot off the ground.
Trip is blown like a leaf in the wind as this entire thing in the clock tower just and falls. You're currently hanging off the inside of the clapper, and you realise that the world is going very horizontal very quickly.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I actually get in the bell
Yes, good, love it.
so that I can be
spectacular.
protected from the fall.
The bell. Well, the bell has an armor class of 20, so that's totally fine. The bell falls as the tower falls. Trip being badass. Yeah, 19.
Yes!
Flips off as it goes and lands pretty gracefully. It's 15'4", she can take that on the ground. She's fine. You inside the bell. It's kind of amplified by the bell. Crunch. The entire tower collapses in. Yeah. And just collapses into dust. The bell sort of stands there, left,
Beater.
and your head just pokes out.
That's what I call being saved by the bell.
Lap of honor! Lap of honor!
Thank you. Thank you. That's amazing.
To say Arthanzar is dead is the biggest there's the biggest underestimation I can give right now.
Beater still has the warhammer where it was, and he's gonna lift it back up behind his head. And you know in Age of Ultron where Ultron steps down and like gets right down face like that, gets right down to Devil's face and he goes, "Feel the chaos, boy."
Awesome.
It's a shame that he is so far beyond hearing, seeing as he has no more ear.
Beater does not care.
Yeah.
It was mostly for his own benefit.
As
That was amazing.
the body of the demon devil literally melts into the ground, just melts away into absolute nothingness. All the pieces of it scattered all over the place melt into nothingness. there is a crack of thunder. And with this crack of thunder, the clouds above you seem to part. And the first ray of sunshine lands right on Beda.
We did it, guys!
As his goddess, from afar, sees his action, and as you hear in your head, well done.
Oh, amazing.
You are instantly leveled up. Like, that's just automatic, but we'll get to that later. Like, it just goes all the way through you and empowers you. And as the landscape starts to uncrackle and unturn, and this island returns into being what it was beforehand, just a crag of rock. Just a crag of rock in the middle of the ocean. The other pirates still left alive look up to the sky as sunlight beams down from on high. There's another crack of thunder as these clouds and all this horrific demonic energy melt away from the earth, and you're just left standing on a spit of rock in the middle of the sea. There's another crack of thunder. Everyone make perception checks.
Oh, crap. Ooh, just put my dice away. Can I borrow your die? But perception, did you say?
Yes, please. 16. 16? 14. 13, 14. All of you are fine. That's not thunder. You all recognize it. It's the ship's cannon. And that is where we leave it.
Ah. Nice work.
Wow.
That was great.
Wow.
That was great.
Oh.
So good.
Everyone really
That's
Oh.
how you kill a devil.
The guys who left.
Oh my God.
That little victory music.
Yeah. There are no words.
Also,
We are doing this
Technically,
10 hours a
should have
day
been
every day. Fringe, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. You can watch it on twitch.tv/Adventurers Wanted because we're live streaming, or follow
I've
live
never
tweeting
heard
at
of that,
Adventure5050. I'm now going to throw to these guys because some of them are involved in other shows.
Hi, I'm at the Underbelly in the Iron Belly doing a thing called Beetledom Alpha at 2:50 in the afternoon.
You a bit shell-shocked, Ed?
A little bit.
I'm doing 2 shows at the Fringe. One's called Mars Actually, one's called The Jurassic Parks. They're on at 7 every night, alternating nights at Assembly Roxy. They're good fun.
I can vouch for that. They're awesome.
Yeah, you were after us in the vaults.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We possibly therefore have met before, but I don't think we're
Yeah.
concentrating.
Very probably.
Well, since you are now brothers, that's totally fine.
We are.
We're
we're
people together. We want to now have a quick turnaround before the next show that is in here comes in. So it's just out that door, and bye live stream. We'll be back at 10 tomorrow.
Bye, live stream. I promise I'll sleep before we next see each other.
I don't believe deception check.